For more on Shinzo Abe's desire to meet with Kim Jong-un, I'm joined now by Paolo Von Shirach. He's the president of the Global Policy Institute, a public policy research firm. Is this a case of just wanting to get off the sidelines? It seems like he's met with everybody. He's met with Xi and Putin and Trump and Moon.
Exactly. You know, the trip to Russia was kind of memorable because that was the first time, you know, that the two had met recently. So now Abe is in line. So me too, please, can I have a meeting? And it's not quite clear what's, in other words, is there a strategy here? Or is just, let's get together, let's be warm and fuzzy and see what happens? Or since he was just here in Washington meeting with President Trump, is there some kind of coordination? Is there some kind of a pincer maneuver here? America on one side, Japan on the other side, South Korea kind of in the middle, trying to massage, if I can use this expression, North Korea, and see if any breakthrough in the nuclear talks, which is really the prize of all this, is possible. Clearly, Japan is a very, very important player and America's key ally in the Pacific and a close neighbor to both North and South Korea. So is this just public relations? Let's all meet and see what happens, or is there a plan? Of course, in the case of Japan, as you mentioned, there is the issue of the people who were abducted decades ago. It's kind of a mysterious story. Some were accounted for, some were not, and it's not quite clear, you know, what happened to those who are still officially missing. And in Japan, this is a very, very big deal. On the other hand, if Prime Minister Shinzo Abe says we'll meet without preconditions, it means I'm not expecting any concrete results. But again, are we just talking about atmospherics or more?
Right. It's almost the six-party talks, but the six parties all meeting individually. And we've seen in the past, you can meet with Kim Jong-un. That doesn't necessarily mean you come out with results.
Well, that's in a Hanoi summit with President Trump proves the point. Look, I am not quite sure what the end game here is. It seems to me at the moment, the one who benefits the most in terms of PR is Kim Jong-un himself, because it looks like everybody wants to see him and everybody's delighted to have the opportunity. Now, what does this amount concretely for the enhancement of North Korea's, you know, sort of diplomatic efforts around in the region is not quite clear to me. The sticking point here is there going to be a plan to denuclearize the peninsula. I don't see that, honestly. I don't see any elements of tangible progress. And if I look further down the line, below the horizon, you know, a North Korea without nuclear weapons is Somalia, if I may use this, you know, maybe a little strange comparison.
A failed state.
It's an impoverished state with no real economy, no electricity for most people, that has devoted all its national resources in these armaments programs that make him a big deal. And because he's a threat, including to the United States, with the development of ballistic missiles that potentially can reach even the east coast of the United States, as we know. So, but if he gives up all that, what does he have left once the disarmament has taken place? So I'm not quite sure how you put all this together. The American and certainly Korean and Japanese desire to see Kim Jong-un give up nuclear weapons, and he wanting to be affirmed as a great leader, and potentially, who knows, even of a reunified Korea.
We've got just about a minute left. What's the benefit for Abe, given the fact that, I mean, when you look at the track record, I mean, Trump's met with him twice. He didn't get the results he wanted. What's the upside?
Well, maybe again, just a showing initiative, showing that he's a leader and that he's to be counted, and yes, if Kim Jong-un meets his counterpart in the South, meets President Trump, meets Putin, meets President Xi Jinping, and you know, why not me? You know, if I'm left out, it means I'm irrelevant. So I want to be there, and but I'm not quite sure that there is an agenda here.
Paolo Von Shirach, always a pleasure. Thanks so much for coming in and visiting with us.